Now, you know me. I am definitely one to point out the things that I see, whether you necessarily like it or not, or whether you agree with it or not. But I think one thing that most of you, in your years of watching professional wrestling, in particular the WWF/WWE, will recognize and acknowledge is the fact that it's very hard from the outside looking in to not sit there and look at the way the WWE and Vince McMahon treats their black performers and think that that company is anything other than racist to the highest power. I mean, when you really think about it, exactly how many black WWF/WWE world champions have there been? I'll say WWF/WWE champions. I'll leave the World Heavyweight Championship out of it. How many? The answer is 0. Not a God-blessed one. And don't you dare count The Rock, because when you ask The Rock who he is, he always aligns himself with being Samoan first and foremost. He takes his mom's race, not his dad's race. So The Rock really doesn't count in this whole conversation. You're telling me in the 50 years now, the 50-year history of the WWE, that we haven't been able to find one black individual that could carry the company as the top babyface or the top heel and be the WWF, WWF, or WWE champion. Get the hell out of here. And even when you look at the World Heavyweight Championship, you've had, Mark Henry and Booker T, and that's about it. What the fuck? Now, I will give the WWE their props and their credit for this. When it comes to Hispanic or Latin or Mexican wrestlers, those guys do get pushed. Those guys do get featured in big spots. The Rey Mysterios of the world. Hell, you could be in today's WWE. You could be a Mexican wrestler that generates no heat, gets little to no reaction most everywhere he goes, and they put you in the top spot. They treat you like a white guy. Of course, I'm talking about Alberto Del Rio. But for some reason, if you're a black wrestler, that still, even no matter how much the company tries to bury you, they try to do everything they can to put you into a stereotype gimmick. You still get a reaction. The Mark Henrys, the Kofi Kingstons, the R-Truths. You can't be WWE champion? Now here's a newsflash to the WWE. You have just as many black fans as you do Hispanic fans. If you want to talk about Mexico and this and all of that, you have a lot of black individuals in African countries that watch your product too. And you have a lot of black people in this country that watch your product. It's not just white people. It's not just Hispanic people. A lot of black people watch professional wrestling too. And from my standpoint, I sure as hell would love to see somebody like me at the top, like a Mark Henry, like a Kofi Kingston, like an R-Truth. And I know a lot of my fellow black Americans feel the exact same freaking way. I'm tired of this racist crap of the WWE, and the reason that I'm going off the handle on this now is I see the damn gimmicks that they give somebody like a Xavier Woods. This is a young man that is highly educated, to use another borderline racist term, very articulate. But the bottom line is he's the type of guy that you look at him and you say, let's do something a little bit different with him. But not if you're the WWE. Vince McMahon and his creative team say, oh my God, he's a black guy. He loves that rap music and the hip-hop dancing and the ghetto girls and he likes to have a good old time. He ain't worried about winning no matches. We can't make him a WWE champion. For all the people I want to sit there and get pissed off about a CM Punk's position in the company, or a Daniel Bryan's position in the company, or a Dolph Ziggler's, or an Antonio Cesaro's, or a Zack Ryder's, or a Tyson Kidd's, or whoever the fuck else you want to throw out there. How come more people aren't just as enraged, if not more so, about somebody like a Mark Henry not being able to be WWE champion, or a guy like Kofi Kingston never really getting a true, serious, big-time freaking push, or a Xavier Woods getting that same old bullshit, stereotypical WWE black guy gimmick? Where's the outrage for that? I'm sorry, I'm more outraged about somebody like R-Truth never being WWE or World Heavyweight Champion than I am Dolph Ziggler's treatment. There's thousands of other white guys just like him. Thousands. And you look, they've had Iron Sheik and Great Khali be WWE or World Heavyweight Champions. They've had different guys, Eddie Guerrero, so on and so forth. Pedro Morales going back in the day. But you're telling me, WWE, that even in this day in 2013, in the 50-year history of your company, you can't have one, and I emphasize again, one black WWE champion? No, we'd rather have them shucking and jiving and doing all the hip-hop shit. Fuck you, WWE.